the sword constellation, and it showed you the constellation on the book and what it meant, and then you held it up to the sky, and you found it in the sky. And it was just like a great night of just being with Tyler and talking and hanging out, and you know, him always teaching something new. So I love that about him, and I love learning.
Tyler in the past and in the present always helps me put things in perspective, and I will always thank him for that. We were always good friends, always had a great time in college, but after college we were both trying to make life decisions at the same time, and that was when we really got close. And I just remember him asking me, like, what are you excited about? What do you think is going to be fun? And that helped me make my decision. So that's how I feel Tyler.
Here, we can share it.
I never had the pleasure of meeting Tyler, but from what Charity has told me, he's an amazing person who loved life. And from that, I've learned to appreciate every day that I have. And yeah, Charity speaks very highly of him and the experiences she had with him. So clearly he was a great person who touched a lot of people's lives, and even when he's not here with us, he's still helping a lot of people out. So I think that's what's important. So.
I think my favorite thing about Ty was he just taught me how to live the life I wanted to live, how to make new friends, how to fit in, made me fall in love with science. Ty just really taught me how to live life, and I'm very much who I am because of him. So I owe him for that every day. And my favorite, I have a lot of, I guess my favorite memories with Ty are just long conversations that would last all night, and we'd be like out on a beach, and then it'd be daylight, we'd have to go to work, and so we'd have to wear the same clothes to work that we wore the previous day, which was mortifying for me and not for him. And we worked in the same brand, so this was always awkward going in. He thought it was funny, but I never did. So one day we switched shirts because we had a Hawaiian shirt Fridays. So I wore his shirt in, or I guess I wore his shirt. We ended on Thursday with a Hawaiian shirt, so I wore his shirt for Friday and just continued the trend. And it took him like all day till everybody noticed that we were wearing each other's clothes. So.
A lot of good memories of Tyler, but last night I was looking through pictures and thinking about him, and I remembered this one P-Wild party. It was like a Wednesday night, Beer Pod Wednesday, and the party was rocking on in the basement, and he was sitting upstairs finishing a problem set for like hydraulic systems or something crazy, and I was just like, hey Ty, what's up, how's it going? And he was like, great, I'm almost doing this problem set. Like, he like couldn't even bring himself to like be far from the party. He like had to do it right there. And I feel like that's the kind of person he was. Like, just like never wanted to be far from the action. Like, so warm, always ready to have fun. And he had good priorities. Like, he got his stuff done, but he always had time for friends. Always had time for hanging out with people. So.
Recently, I've been frequenting the Tyler Facebook, etc. Like all of us probably have. As this anniversary comes around, and I just still find it amazing that it's so hard to find a picture where Tyler's not smiling found one where he was frowning, but it was a joke, so he was obviously smiling. Like, I don't know, you can see in his eyes. He cannot, I don't know. There's pictures of us together. He always looks happier. He always looks, I don't know, whether we're naked, jumping off something, I don't know, whatever. That's just always smiling. I try to bring that into my life as much as possible now. So, thanks, Tyler.
I have a couple, but I'm going to go with the most recent thing that happened to me. Well, to Tyler and I. Was, so if you went to Northwestern, you know about the horrors of not changing your password and getting locked out of your account. And this happened to me at my, I had an alumni email address or whatever, and so I tried to contact the IT people. And you could do a live chat. I was in Ukraine, I had nothing else to do, so I was live chatting all the time. And so I started with this person, you just get a random number, IT, blah, 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 blah. And so we started talking, and it's gosh, this person is so nice. And then the person on the other end was like, you're just so nice. I'm really enjoying talking to you. What's your net ID? And I'll put it in. Well, net ID. And so I tell him, it's ALS 102. My name is Alia. And he goes, Alia, it's Tyler. I'm like, huh? I don't know when must have this been, a year and a half? Somewhere in that year and a half. I don't know. I was in Ukraine. I know that when that happened, I bet maybe I was new. And I was like, Tyler, it's Alia. And so we just sat there talking for talking or not even, I don't know, IT chat. But the funny thing about it was, it's the kind of thing where you're annoyed, blah, 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 and I'm sure it's going to take forever, and blah, blah, blah. It was so fun, and before I knew who he was, I was like, this guy's so nice, or girl, I don't know who it was. Whoever's on the other line, I'm just enjoying talking to them, and then they said it back to me. Well, I didn't actually say it, so they said it to me the first time that I was thinking it. And then it turned out to be him, and that was just nice, because I hadn't seen him in forever, since college. So, that's the last, really funny Tyler story. I can't light you up. Here's a light.
So I remember living in Elder freshman year and being on the beach one day and just laying there. I wasn't doing anything, but I was being lazy for all intents and purposes. And all of a sudden you see someone with a sail sitting on, standing on that board. And it's freezing. I mean, the water is so cold. No one would even put their toe in it, and he's out there just enjoying the day, and we're all sitting there just, I don't know. He just had such an appreciation for being active and enjoying kind of things that are out of the ordinary, and not just sitting on the beach laying there because it's sunny out, but enjoying the water, enjoying the earth, and just making the most out of life, which is kind of something that I take away from him. And then also kind of I was so impressed with CommuniTyler and the following and everything that it was just, I may not have known him as well as probably all of you, but it really is a testament to kind of what an amazing person he is, the following that he's, the willingness for people to get together and do things in his honor so quickly and so soon and so in such a big group. It's really, it's inspiring, really. It really makes everybody want to be a better person. I'm sorry. I'm fine to stay for the close.
They are successfully keeping their candles lit.
That's impressive.
I also didn't have the pleasure of knowing Tyler, but knowing all of you guys, I can imagine he's one of the most incredible people that ever was on earth, and I'm happy that I got to know him through all of you. Thank you.
Thank you for being with us for both CommuniTylers so far.
The first memory I have of Ty, actually, I guess was like 4 years ago today, because today is when the P. Wilders and Northwestern revealed who was with who. And I remember when I was a freshman, my best friend Kelsey, who was here earlier, was paired with Tyler, and when she found out, she burst into tears because she thought he was the coolest, most beautiful, most wonderful human being.
And she was right.
And she just wouldn't stop crying for hours. And I knew Tyler a lot through Kelsey. And I remember after they went on their wonderful Puyallup trip together, we used to kind of, and I've never told anyone this, but we used to make fun of Tyler, like, not in front of anyone else, but we used to say that he would someday, like, just be on a children's TV show, and we were like, he's like the Blue's Clues guy.
That's reasonable.
And we're like, oh my god, this is so nice. And I will always just remember how we just thought he was going to do everything, like he was going to be a NASA engineer and also be on a TV show, and just like think everything was wonderful all the time, and it's just always how I'll remember him.
Do you want to finish lighting the circle?
So I'm just gonna say something that having known hot wax it's all over my pants. Having known Tyler and just like who he is, what he stood for, what I'm gonna take with him in my life is just to always give people the benefit of the doubt, kind of, and know that there's so much depth to people, and you can always find something in common with somebody, and that anyone is a good friend to make, and any place is a good place to meet people. So I will take that with me, and hopefully for all my life. Yeah, things you're taking with you from knowing Tyler and knowing of Tyler.
Well, I guess just to piggyback on my earlier memory, I think, I graduated today. I was thinking of him. I talked a lot about where to go to grad school and what to do with him. And I think I always think now, what am I excited about and what's going to be fun? And that's a really important thing to consider when you're making any important life decisions. So,
the takeaway from this is just be happy. Even looking at that shirt, what did you do that was fun today? I think that's a good way to live life. Just always do something that at least puts a smile on your face.
I was kind of shy sometimes, especially with strangers, and so I always remember to like say hi to the person next to me, especially in New York. Nobody in the subway wants to talk to you or cares if you think their shoes are cute. Hang on. They agree, clearly.
Flexible.
Be flexible.